Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, honey. Hello, Angela. Good morning. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me fix my little beanie thing on my head. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who do we have on Friday? Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing this fabulous Friday? What's today? February the 25th. We have 3 days left in this month. What? Good morning, Rick. Good morning. Good morning, T Princess. Good morning. Good morning. We are 1 week away, less than a week. We are actually, well, technically we are. For us, it starts on Thursday because we got to get everything together. But yes, technically we are a week away. Are you ready, Monique? Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Are you guys ready? Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all excited? Right? You're coming from the Detroit in the house. Coming all the way to H-Town. Okay, listen, guys. The weather's going to be very nice, and I'm so happy for you guys, especially for those of you who live in cold climates. The weather's going to be very nice next week, so make sure you check the weather when you come down. Now, of course, I know that really doesn't matter as much because you're going to be inside, right? But you still want to make sure you dress appropriately. Good morning, Lynette Spriggs. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Let me tell y'all something. I was tired this morning. I had my event yesterday that I was being honored at, and oh my God, I wasn't there late, but I had a very busy week, right? I had 3 flare yesterday. 3. I had 2 yesterday morning in my coffee. And then I had another one yesterday at about 4 o'clock because I knew I needed to be full of energy and up late yesterday or last night because I had to go to the event where I was being honored. So I am too pooped to pop. And today is cold here. It's a little wet and it's very, very cold, but it's going to warm up, I think, on Monday. And then for the rest of the week, it's going to be quite nice. So make sure if you're coming down to H-Town, you check the weather before you get here. Good morning, D. Laster. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Good morning, Jessica. I'm sorry, Vanessa. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So glad that you guys are here with us today. Good morning, Antonise. Good morning, Antonise. Good morning, Clifford. Thank you, Clifford. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And I look beautiful this morning. I don't know. These little eyes are a little puffy this morning. See these little dark circles underneath here? But that's okay. Good morning, Gwen Gabriel. Good morning. Thank you, Gwen. That's a family member there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hopping on my exercise call, my live, checking me out this morning. Good morning, girl. You got to work out with me. Good morning. Good morning, Tanya Ward. Good morning. Good morning, Becky Shepherd. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's go ahead and get started. I think we can walk and talk this morning. I can talk about what I'm talking about now on the treadmill, right? So we're going to get our workout on. Good morning, Sabrina. Are you going to be in H-Town, girl? You coming down for the event? I hope to see you here. Okay, so today, so I ain't going to tell y'all yesterday's word was about forgiveness. So that was yesterday, the 24th. Forgiveness. So important. So today's word is faithful, right? Check that out. The 25th, faithful. See? Faithful. Let's see here, y'all. On IG. I had a facial last week and then I gave myself a little mini facial yesterday. But you can tell I need to get me a little sleep. And see these little dark circles underneath my eyes? That's hereditary. I get it from my father. I get it from my daddy, but that's okay. Okay, today's word is faithful. I need to clean my contacts. Let me tell y'all. Oh, anyway, let me pass up. I'll tell y'all about that later. Anyway, it says, with prayerful confidence, I faithfully follow Jesus' teaching. It says, the power of faith underlies the choices I am called to make throughout my life. I am faithful to my principles, beliefs, goals, and work. I am faithful to God, to myself, and to my family and friends. When I agree to undertake a task or a commitment to a promise, I follow through. Just as the disciples were faithful to Jesus' teaching, I am steadfast in expressing these spiritual truths I have taken to heart and continue to practice. I treat others as I want to be treated. I am slow to agree and quick to forgive. I believe my faith will make me well. And if I have faith the size of a mustard seed, I can accomplish anything. With prayerful confidence, I faithfully follow the example of Jesus' teaching. And this word comes from Corinthians 16:13. Keep alert, stand firm in your faith, and be courageous, be strong. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. We want to say happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday today on February the 25th, right? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And then everyone who is experiencing death in the family or illness or any type of issues, we want to say a prayer for them. We want to have a moment of silence and let's pray for them, and let's pray for the Ukraine. Let's pray for other countries too as well. But right now we're gonna think about the Ukraine and all those people who are being forced out of their country. Y'all see, this is what happens. My computer has finally crashed, right? Poor baby, I've been having this computer for a long time. It's been good to me. But for some reason, I'm glad I did go and get another one. Kenny bought me another one last year, at the end of last year, and I'm so glad, actually for my birthday. And I needed it because I knew that was going to happen. I've been having that one since probably maybe 2014, right? So that's 6, 7, 8 years, 8 years old. Okay. It should last a little longer than that, I think. I think I need to go get it looked at and checked out. But anyway, we was having a moment of prayer and silence for the Ukraine. I feel so, my heart is heavy when I think about, can you imagine us being bombed? You know, can you imagine us having to flee? I'm not talking about because of bad weather or hurricane, or I'm talking about because we were being bombed, right? How scary is that? Like, I don't even want to begin to think about such a thing. And it's so hard. It hurts my heart to know that we will be willing to do something like that, to take something from somebody else, right? That doesn't belong to them. And so we want to definitely say a prayer for those people. And God has the last say. We're going to make sure, going to pray and hope that he does intervene, right? And help those people and help those families. And anyway, so let's get on the treadmill. I'm so, it's so funny because a lot of these things, right, that this prayer today, this being faithful, is talking about, I talk about all the time, right? I talk about treat others the way you want to be treated, right? And I talked about being faithful and being true to who you are. And don't change that. A lot of people tell me all the time, oh, Chante, I love you. You're so real and you're so true. I get it from my mama. Those of you who know my mother, Regina, can tell you, not Regina, Gwen can tell you. Some of the people who, family and friends who kind of hop on this live and who has a personal experience that knows my mother, actually my family, period. I think it's a family, it's a trimmer trait that we just used to saying how we feel, and I'm the type of person that I love to be, just gotta be honest, I have to love and like me first, right? And so I can't pretend or be something that I'm not so you can like me. You have to like me for who I am, right? That's what's important. Be you, right? Be you. So let me remind you guys about the tip of the week, right? And then we're going to have a new tip next week. So the tip of this week was about good and bad carbs, right? So Google them. You can Google the good carbs and the bad carbs, but all carbs have to be eaten in moderation. So I would be wondering why I see people who are vegetarians, right? Who are vegans. And I'm thinking, wow, they should be very slender and thin. But it's not the meat, it's the carbs. Yes, the meat is bad for you, but the carbs are terrible for you. Anything white bread, white sugar, flour, carbs, period. Pasta, it's not good for you, right? But it's good to you, right? It's good to your tummy. I just love all of the above. But it's not good for you. So anyway, I thought we was gonna have some of our little music. I'm so sorry that the computer, poor baby, has died on us, right? So we're going to walk and talk this morning. I'm so excited about seeing everybody that's going to be at the Youth event next week. Last night oh God, your computer restarted because of a problem. Okay, maybe it's gonna work this time. Because the event last night reminded me of the events that we have, right? You have the tables that seats 10 people, and you have all the beautiful flowers and everything on the table. And then the room was very nice. It was at the Bayou City. It's an event center in Houston, Texas, behind, kind of not far at all from our football stadium, the Reliance Stadium. And so it wasn't far from our home. I had my husband with me, Kenny was with me, and then I had my family members, of course, my wonderful mother, and a few of my family members were in attendance, and a couple of girlfriends. It was very nice to be honored. I'm one of those type people, I'm the behind the scenes type person, and I really don't, I guess I'm kind of shy when it comes to stuff like that, right? I don't know why, but I am. And, but it was a very nice event. I love to see all of our people get dressed up, and look really nice and, have on the beautiful dresses. It was a cocktail attire, right? So cocktail means not necessarily a long dress. Formal is long dress, right? Long dress down to your ankle, right? But cocktail is just dressy. kind of like a black dress, or it doesn't necessarily have to be black, but it has to look like a dress that you're going out, to a cocktail party. So in doubt, listen to me. This is the 20th century. This is 2022. So you already know, my poor computer. It's gone, y'all. It's got some Chinese and Japanese and all kind of writing on the front of it. But anyway, so whenever you have a doubt of what something means, then of course you can always Google it, right? Google can tell you everything. Good morning, Callie. Good morning. Good morning, angels. Good morning. And so always Google when in doubt. Google. Okay? So let's get going. Let's get started with this workout. I'm sorry I wasn't able to provide any music for you. I have not been able to go. Oh, wait a minute. My head is cut off. I have not been able to go to Xfinity is who I have to get another cable box for this room. I need to go. I was looking at my cable bill online. Oh my God, my cable bill is high. I got cable, internet, and I have a home phone. I really don't need a home phone. I have 2 home phones. You know what? And this is just a little information because I don't need 2, but it's very important for those of you who are out there listening. It's very important to have a landline, right? We cannot get so comfortable with the cell phone that we forget to have a landline, because if something happens, right, to the cell, then how are you going to communicate, right? If something's catastrophic happens. And then another thing is, when you get a home phone and you get a phone, don't get a cardless phone, right? You got to get one of those old school phones, one of those phones that you have to dial, right? Plug into the wall. It doesn't have to be charged, right? Because if something happens, then you want to be able to have a landline. That is so important. I have always had a landline, and there have been times when our cell phone was not working properly and I needed to use that landline. So that's a little tip. Y'all need to get a landline. It's so important to have that. Always, right? Have a landline, and the most important information you need to know is don't get a phone that needs to be charged. You need an old school phone, right? Plug it in and have it where if something ever happens, you'll be able to dial out. There won't be any issues, right? Right. So back to what I was saying about the event. So we are 7 days away. Just imagine, 7 days from today, we'll be working out together, right? If you're going to be here, I'm so excited. If you're going to be here, then we're going to work out with the meal courts. I'll be there too. Whoever wants to work out with us, you need to be at the hotel. I'm sure you guys are going to be staying at the hotel. And if you check in on Thursday night or Thursday, we will be working out at 7 a.m. live, right? Make sure you have some Attire gear on. If you don't have any of the workout gear, you can get some when you get here, right? We have a sale going on right now, $10, right? So go ahead and order you some. It's not too late for you to order it and get it mailed out to you, or you can get it when you get here, right? Or maybe you just want to wear a Attire t-shirt. You see my Attire t-shirt, my pink and green. This is Attire Cares, not AKA, for those of you out there who are wondering. I did not pledge. I did not graduate from college. And so make sure you have some Attire workout gear on. And then also, right, make sure you guys get your Tava versus everybody t-shirt, right? Your glow up t-shirt, Tava versus everybody. You want to make sure you have that. We're going to be wearing that on Saturday during the day, right? When we're in our training, right? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. And then we're going to party like rock stars, Tava after dark, right? Mr. Lloyd always loves a good party. And I think it's just a good opportunity for everybody to meet each other on a personal note, right? And to have fun, because people want to have fun. People want to know you care. People want to have fun. People want to make money. And this is what this is all about. It's about caring about people, right? Because you got to care about people first. You got to make money, right? Because without money, you can't have no fun, right? What is it in being broke and partying? Nobody wants to be broke and party. People want to have some money and party, right? It's important to have what you need, right? Money don't buy everything, but it buys everything except health, right? It buys almost everything, right? Can't buy you good health, though. And it can't buy, oh, I wish it could buy, what is he? He's not called the president of Russia. What is he? I don't know what he is. And right now I can't even remember his name, and I don't even want to say his name because I'm so mad at him right now for doing those people like that in Ukraine. Whew. But you know what? A lot of this stuff happens all the time. I mean, people get so greedy, right? Which is not fair. People get so greedy and so selfish. It's enough out there for everyone. I talk about this all the time. It's enough out there for everyone. You don't have to rob, steal, kill, backstab people. You don't have to do that to be successful. You don't. And what's so crazy is in this business of multi-level marketing, do you know how many people are in just the United States of America? Somebody Google that for me right quick. Find out how many people, not in other countries, just in the United States of America, how many people are there? And it's funny, the reason why I'm asking you guys this is because, or telling you guys this, is because we feel like we have to compete with each other. It's okay to have friendly competition, right? It's okay to have friendly competition. But to be competing with each other, trying to recruit the same old people, you know, you don't have to do that. Oh, I remember them, they was in this company. Oh, I remember them, that was in that company. Why can't we get some people that we weren't in a company with, right? Or some people that wasn't in network marketing or multi-level marketing at all, right? It's enough people out there for everybody to be rich. Everybody. Okay, let me see. How many people? Okay, Rachel said 329.5 million people in the United States of America. 329.5 million. So guess what? 330 million people in the world. In the United States only. We're not talking about other countries, right? We're only talking about it in the USA. So there is enough out there for everyone. We don't have to talk about each other, degrade each other, right? Bring someone else down to make yourself look better. I wouldn't want to join nobody like that. Me, personally. Okay? Just talk about me. I'm not talking about nobody else, right? Because I don't have comfort in bringing you down to make myself look better. I don't have comfort in that, right? I don't want to have to bring you down to make me look good or to make me even feel good, right? And if you did me wrong, I don't have to come on social media and be blasting it, or I don't have to go around and be talking about you to everybody, because I move on. You know, if I realize that you're not, whatever your issue is, right? Of course, I'm going to stay here, sit up here and talk to you and tell you that I don't talk about it, right? But not on a grand scale. My everyday in and out is not talking about what you did to me, what you're doing to me, and a bunch of negativity. Because what happens is when you find yourself continuously talking about negative things, then you're feeding your mind those negative things, right? Because thoughts become things, right? And so if you have good, positive thoughts, and you're out there having good, positive, productive, prosperous thoughts, right? Wishing people well, whether they wish you well or not, right? Then guess what? Great things are going to happen for you, right? And remember, like I tell you guys all the time, it's not about what other people see, right? Because you all see me and y'all think that I'm just all this great person. And I do believe I am too. I have a lot of flaws, but you guys don't see that and don't know that. But God knows my heart. God knows who I truly am, right? And so when God knows that, then you can't hide. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care what kind of house you live in. I don't care how much money is in your bank account. When God knows who you are, see, that's who I fear. Who do you fear, right? I don't fear you. I fear God, right? I don't fear you. I'm afraid that if I do wrong or do people wrong, what God would do to me, right? And I don't know what he's going to do, how he's going to do it, when is he going to do it, but I know it's going to get done, right? And I'm not saying that God punishes you, but you will be punished for the things that you do, right? Like murderers. People who murder, senseless murderers is what I mean. Because sometimes, I don't want to say sometimes, I don't want to have to take anybody's life. But I am going to secure myself, right? And my life and my family, right? I would hope to never have to take anybody's life senselessly, right? And so that's who I fear. I fear God, I worry about what God thinks about me, what God says about me, And if I keep my eyes on him, then everything else around me will work out just fine, right? And so don't feel like you have to go out there and talk about somebody and pull somebody else down. This business is about edification. Life should be about edification, not just business. Life should be about edification. And we should learn how to love and support one another, right? It's so easy to disagree or cancel people, right? Not support them, not congratulate them. How about, hey guys, hey, you're doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. Your son, your husband, your yard person, they're human too. The person at the store, the gas station. Hey, how you doing? You sure look pretty today. You look nice today. Hope you're having a great day. You don't know what something so minor can do to someone that may be having a bad day, right? We have to quit thinking about ourselves, take ourselves out of the seat, and think about other people, right? It's not always about you. So, on Tuesday, right, which is March 1st, can y'all believe already March 1st is Tuesday. Here in Houston, yesterday, I think, was the kickoff for our rodeo. The rodeo is very big here in Texas. And of course, last year, we didn't get a chance to have it, right? 2020 we did, right? But that's because COVID really happened. It would happen before that, but really we all did not know about it, and things didn't start happening until March of 2020, right? And what am I saying? Rodeo and Mardi Gras time, which usually is about the same time, happens in February, right? It's usually right after All-Star. So you have Super Bowl, which is usually the first weekend in February. And then the All-Star usually follows right after that, maybe that next week or two. And then after that is the rodeo and the Mardi Gras, right? Fat Tuesday, right? Which kicks off the Mardi Gras. So you got Fat Tuesday, you have Ash Wednesday, and then Easter is usually, I think, like 4 to 6 weeks after that. And so, you know, I should know these things. I am Catholic. But, born and raised Catholic. So, Tuesday, it's Fat Tuesday, right? So, remember, I've already talked to you guys. For those of you who are coming in town, some of you will not be here on Tuesday. I know that. But wherever you are, right? Think about Fat Tuesday. Celebrate. Go to a Cajun restaurant. So I have some volunteers, Krishan and Jennifer, that reached out to me way last month, January, and asked me if I needed help, you know, that they were going to come in early. They were willing to volunteer. And so anybody who's on this line that's in the business and that's not in the business, meaning Tava, if you want to volunteer and help out at the event, right, hit me up. Let me know, right? We need some volunteers. For those of you who are in the business, your volunteering will be done inside of the event because we don't want you to miss out on the event, right? We want you to be a part and take in everything, right? But there is nothing wrong with volunteering and helping out and, you know, doing whatever you need to be successful in your company. And for those of you who are not in the business, right, we'll be happy for you to come to our event so you can get a chance to see what goes on. But you don't have to join, you know. We would mind you joining. We would mind you being a customer too. But you don't have to be either, right? We just need your help to volunteer, right? To greet people, help them with their seats, to help us give out awards because we're going to be giving out so many awards. You should be excited. You should be getting out of your seat right now, getting excited because everybody wants to be acknowledged, right? Everybody wants that award for saying, hey, I see you. You're doing a great job. You know, I know that this business, it's just like at your job, you know. I'm not quite sure because I'm thinking about it, my job and the job that I had previously, even in United, which at the time was Continental Airlines. I don't know. I mean, you know, customers will write in and give you good reviews, but the company never gave me an award for anything, right? And I worked. Although network marketing and multi-level marketing is different because you're being awarded based on because this business is a commission-based business, right? So you earn what you put in, right? So of course, that is your initial award, right? So that we can't beat because nothing is like today is Friday, payday. When you hear that ding on your phone and say commissions have been paid out, right? And you see that commission, and when you see it, it's a reflection of the work that you put in. So you can really write your own check, right? But it's up to you to get out there and do the work. And the work is to have people join you, like-minded people, that want the same thing that you want, right? So if you're wondering why maybe you don't have anybody that join you, or the ones that do join you are not doing anything, then you have to think about yourself, right? Because a lot of times you attract what you give out. And this is not knocking anybody, right? Okay? I am not knocking anybody. I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm a black girl, come from the ghetto, okay? I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to not have, but I was blessed to be able to have what I needed because I had a huge family, and my grandmother practiced or taught us that we help each other out in need, meaning I had help from all of my aunts and uncles. And so anyway, my mother was a single parent. My mother had me when she was pregnant with me, as she walked across the stage for graduation, as she went to her prom. She was pregnant with me. And so she was 17 at the time, but she had me. When she had me, she had turned 18 in February, and I was born in October, right? And so it takes a village. So I'm not trying to knock anybody. But what I'm trying to say is, in order to have something different, you have to do something different. You know, you have to condition your mind. Quit always looking for something free, somebody to give you something, you know. It's good that that's there for those who need it, but some of us abuse it, right? Some of us don't think. They always look at, well, they didn't give me this and they didn't give me that. Sitting around waiting for everybody to do things for you and not realizing that this is your business. This is your franchise, right? You bought into this business and you enrolled maybe $99, maybe $2.99, $3.99, $5.99, $1,500, I don't know, whatever, however much the packages are. You decided to come into the business, but because, I talk about this all the time, because you don't consider it as a real business, because you didn't have to go and get a loan from the bank and borrow $1 million. You didn't have to put a lien on your house, borrow against your house or sell your car, right? So you don't put any value in it, right? And you hear about all of these other stories and these people are doing it, but you don't believe that it can happen for you, right? You know it's already been done, so that part is already covered. It's different if you're trying to do something that hasn't been done. But you're doing something that has been done many times, right? So you already know the system works. But you're not willing to do what it takes, and you're not willing to put the work in, right? And you make excuses. And then it becomes everybody else's fault, right? Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, I had a Zoom call and nobody but one person showed up. Or, I don't have no money for my auto ship. Or, this is always something. And so what you have to think about is, it's not the system, it's not the business, it's you. You have to change your mind. As we grow in life, when I think about myself, and I always use myself, not that I'm talking about myself, but I try to use myself as an example, because I don't want you to think, well, I don't really care about what you think, but I do, that, well, who she thinks she is, No, it's not that. Money, now that I have a few coins, right, it ain't, it's more than others, don't get me wrong, and I'm very appreciative, very grateful, right? But that, I'm not saying this because of that. What I'm saying is that in life, period, whether it be money and business is important. Because how you handle business tells a lot about yourself, a whole lot. Are you a person that handles business? If you have a ice cream shop and it's open from 8 to 8, Monday through Sunday, Then when I come to your ice cream shop at 8 o'clock, your doors are supposed to be open, right? So that, I don't want no sign on the door saying I'm closed today because I don't feel good, right? You have to get somebody else to come in and work your business. That's just like Kenny or myself. If Kenny's not feeling good, if Kenny's down, then that doesn't mean that top shuts down. The business still continues, right? And so, and then how you handle business, your character, right? Character is so important. Who are you? What are you expecting, right? And when I say that, when you ask something of someone or you do something to somebody, stop and think, how would you feel if that was done to you? I mean, be honest about it. Be real about it. Don't be in your feelings right now because it's something that you want, so you're not even thinking about it, right? Because a lot of times we're selfish in those ways. Because we want something, then we make excuses for it. No, stop and really think about how would you feel if somebody did that to you? If somebody treated you that way, how would you feel, right? And when you conduct a business, when you wonder how people like Jay-Z and, a lot of these, not even him, but I use him as an example, and I use him as an example often because you're talking about somebody that grew up on the streets in the projects, right, in New York, Brooklyn, somewhere in New York, in that area, right? And you talking about for real poor, like housing, buildings, like they don't have those here in Texas, right? Our projects is not like that, right? Selling drugs on the corner, and now look at him, right? And not just that he is rich, he's a businessman, right? And he's in places sitting at the table with people that are taking care and handling business and making a difference in the world. See, that's different too. Are you making a difference in the world? Or are you following me just because I have some money? Prime example. Let me give you another example. Kanye West. Let's talk about Kanye. I want to talk about Kanye. Love Kanye. But Kanye has a mental illness. What he's doing, how he's acting, I don't care if you like Kim Kardashian or not, is wrong. Is dead wrong. And I get that he has a mental illness. He needs to go and handle that, right? But you have 4 children. 4, okay? And you so honed in onto this woman that you ain't even thinking about the effect that it's having on your 4 children. And then let me take it even further, right? I got that he's his own person. I got that, people work for him or whatever. But he got all these yes people around him. His family members. I got him on a child, but I'm sure he has family members, right? And I'm sure he has friends and people around him, somebody that he respects, that he can listen to, that can give him some good advice. I got that he's hurting. Nobody wants to be dumped. But again, you have to think about what he did to get them to this place right now. This is why I respect her, right? One thing about him making a big deal that the little girl was on a TikTok, that wasn't the issue. The whole issue is Kim. She has decided that she doesn't want to be with him anymore, and she's moved on in his life. We have to stop promoting bad behavior just because the person is a movie star, or the person is a singer, or rock star, or rich, or whatever. Y'all are not helping him whatsoever. Matter of fact, you're hurting him. Not only are you hurting him, but you're hurting his kids too, right? Jay-Z, all of these people that used to be his friends, or y'all need to intervene. Y'all need to help this brother out. I know that the help that he needs is medical help, first God, then medical help to take care of himself mentally, so he can be here and be a positive father for his children. So he can spend time is it 2 girls and 2 boys? Or, I don't know. I know it's 4 kids, right? But you have to be a positive example. And then I saw on social media last week or whatever, some girl, I don't even know, agreed with him about the child being on the TikTok. This ain't even about TikTok, right? It's about him controlling the situation. Please, 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 we have to think about our children, because what we do affects them, and they grow up and they have issues, right? First thing is, hey, my thought is she had no business giving him in the first place, because he had mental illness in the first place. He showed some very unstable behavior, and I don't know, all the people in the world, why she chose to marry Kanye, I don't know. And then have 4 kids by Kanye. Now she got to deal with this. You know, a lot of times when I talk about, we see the signs before it happens, but we ignore them. We ignore them because we get so caught up in, oh, being important and, oh, being this and being that. Now, I want to be rich, right? But I'm already important. I don't need you to tell me I'm important. I don't need to be on social media and have all these followers. You know, that's important for my business, but that's not important for me mentally, right? But I do want to be rich, right? I'm just going to be honest, right? But, I mean, at that age, now I can see if she was in her 20s, right? But when you get to be 30 and 40 years old, you got to be careful with who you choose, right? And then if you don't have any kids, and then you go and have 4 kids with somebody who already has mental illness, not that somebody that you didn't know, right? You went and married somebody that already has mental issues. So what that he Kanye West? I don't care, okay? But then you go and marry him and have 4 kids. And then his mental illness is so deep that he runs for president, all on social media crying, telling all of her personal business, their personal business, and doing all this crazy things, and you want to know why she don't want you back. Baby, that's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's hard to come back from that, because let me say this. They are, because I like the Kardashians. I like Kanye West too, but he crazy. And he needs to go sit down somewhere. His friends need to step up and talk to him. Somebody has to be responsible enough to say, hey, this ain't cool, man. This ain't right. I know you hurting. I know you want her back, but even if she took you back at this time, like, it would be awkward. Like, what would it be? Forget about what people think, right? But look at the damage that has been done. Look at what you've done. Look at, you've gone to social media to air out all your personal business, all your issues, and then you attacking this guy that she's dating, which is even more crazy, which makes you look even more crazy, right? So anybody at this point afterwards that dates Kanye West, dates him because they want the fame and the fortune. They don't care about his crazy butt. They don't care nothing about him. I'm telling you right now. I don't know what y'all would date him acting like that. Like, I mean, that just goes back to all of these people having these babies by these men just because the baby. The baby? I'm not having no babies by nobody named the baby. Okay? Nah. Sorry. I don't care if it is your stage name, but people put importance on money more than anything. Fame and fortune. That's what we're going through right now with Russia and Ukraine. Wanting to control everything. Want all the money for yourself. I don't care what you do or how you do it. I don't want it that way. I personally don't want it that way. Okay? Because I want to be able to be comfortable at night and close my eyes Not that I'm scared of anything. Remember, the only person I fear is God. And so I do have a conscience, right? And so I think about the things that I do. I think that Kanye's only problem is not getting the kind of help that he really needs, right? He needs help for his issue. I don't know if he's bipolar. I don't know what the situation is, but he needs help. And he don't need yes people around him that's not telling him the right thing. And even when we support him, right? We support him, you know, all of this craziness is going on. So he's coming out with his Donda stuff and, you know, all of his clothes, and these companies are endorsing him, the Gap and all of that. They don't care about Kanye. They don't care about what's being displayed to your children, this type of behavior, right? They don't care about that. All they care about is you taking your money and you going in there and buying those things so they can make some money. And the minute something happens that you fall and they not making the money, then they gonna kick you to the curb anyway, because it's about the money. It's always just about the money. We have to be responsible and accountable for the way we act for money. We can't be supporting. I'm not supporting Kanye not because he's not a very creative, smart, very talented man, but his behavior is not something that I want to support. So no, I'm not supporting. I'm not buying this Donda album. I'm not. But of course, who cares? I'm Chante, 52 years old. I mean, you know, who gives a shit? But all these people, these younger people who are supporting him, I want to see y'all in 10 years from now, in 20 years from now. See, Jay-Z, where he is now, he wasn't thinking about then. He was thinking about the future. Kenny Lloyd, my husband, he's not in 2022, right? He's in 2025. He's thinking about where we're going to be in the next 5 years. And once he gets there, where he's going to be in the next 5 years. He's not thinking about right now. Yeah, everything is great right now, but what about 5 years from now? What about next year? What about 10 years from now? Where will you be? Who will you be? What will you be doing? You know, what will your life be like? And if you follow this kind of nonsense and not realizing right from wrong, but you just following it because, oh, the words that he's saying. This is another thing, too, I realized. Even with rap music and everything, the reason why we like some of those words when rap first came out is because they rapped about things that were going on in our life, right? In our household. And what I realized is a lot of people are attracted to those things because they can relate to them, but a lot of them don't, right? A lot of people, if you think about it, we are not the ones who are out there, we buying all of these expensive tickets to go to concerts and buying downloading albums and all that kind of stuff. We're not doing that, right? It's the other folks that's doing that, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just trying to make you understand that. And so we have to be careful with what is received, right, in our minds, when we think about ourselves, because a lot of those songs, you know, say derogatory things. I heard somebody talking about the other day. I think it was an interview with Snoop or something. I was on TikTok, or Kenny was listening to. I don't even know what it was. But they were talking about, is he sorry for some of the things that he said in his song? Well, no, because these are the things that were happening in his song, right? And even though I may have been jamming to it, all the stuff that they say in those songs, bitches and hoes and nothing tricks, so do this and do that and do that. See, they're not talking about me, because I'm jamming to it, right? But they ain't talking about me, because that's not me.
They talking about the ones out there that are doing those things. You know, and there are people out there that are doing those things. The women out there all the time that have babies for broke folks, and there are women all the time that out there having babies for rich folks, right? Just because who they are, what they have. They don't know nothing about the person. None of that. All they see is dollar signs, right? But all the money in the world can't help what's going on with Kanye. He has to be able to help himself, right? He has to sit down and go get his mental health together, because all he's doing is ruining the lives of his children. You know, yeah, they have money. I mean, that's fine, but let's quit talking about people or de-edifying people, or let's just look at the bigger picture, right? You know, we have to be mindful of who we are and what we're doing, because it will affect us. You may not be thinking about it today, but it will affect you. For those of you who are the ages between 18, or even I'm just going to go in for the teenager, 14 to 30, right? 14 to 30. You're young. A lot of times you don't think about the future. Not like that. Some people do, some people don't. You know, but you have to, because one day you're going to hope to be 52. You're going to hope to be sane, you know, with good health, money in the bank, you know. You're going to hope to be that, you know. And so you have to be mindful of the decisions you're making and the people that you're listening to and the folks that you're following. Are you following them because they got a Birkin bag? I mean, 12 different colors? Okay. I mean, what kills me is these people have all of this stuff, and you don't even know. I mean, I'm not talking about the rich folks, like Nicki Minaj and all of them. They can afford that. Beyonce and Cardi B, and they can afford all of that. But what can you afford? You know, you walk around in a Birkin bag, but the cost of that Birkin bag, do you have that money saved in your account? Do you own a house? Is your car paid for? Do you have life insurance? You know, do you have a fund set up for your kids for their education? You know, are you building a legacy, or are you building Birkin's legacy? Right? Are you building Gucci's legacy? Right? Are you building Louis Vuitton's legacy? Right? Don't get caught up in the hype. Gotta reel y'all back in. Y'all better quit getting caught up in all of that. You got all that expensive stuff on the outside, right? But what are you in the inside? How are you mentally? How are you physically? You know, how are you financially? Right? Come on now. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a Birkin bag, a Chanel, a Gucci, none of those things, right? But what I am saying is, make sure that you have what you need before you go and take your money and spend your money to make somebody else rich. Are you rich? Do your kids have what they need? Your mama, you know, whoever it is that you want. You don't owe anybody anything other than your children. If you're married, your husband, your wife, and I hope you would say your parents. Other than that, you don't owe anybody anything, you know? But we follow people who have these things, and again, we want these things that they have, but we're not willing to get out there and do the work, right, to get those things, right? So then we become followers. We just following and looking and all of this stuff. I like the Kardashians. You know what I like about them? That what they're doing, what goes on in their life, is just like anybody else. It's just that you know about it because they're on social media. But I like the togetherness as a family. How many of them is it? I don't know, 4, 5 of them, a brother and 4 sisters. Or really 6, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls, 2, 3, right, and a son, so 6 of them. But they making money together, right? They keeping it in the family, including the mama, right? They're out there making money, and they are doing whatever they need to do and they are together as sisters and brothers. They're not bringing each other down and backstabbing each other and not helping each other. They are getting rich together. Can we please take a note out of that book? Right? Can we please take a note out of that book as family members? You know, who do you know that's in business with their family members like that? I don't care if they're not making it as big as they are, but that are in business together, positively. You know, things happen all the time. And the reason why you know about all the things that's going on in these people's lives is because they are on social media. Same thing happens in everyday life. If you knew some of the stuff that I did when I was growing up, or even now, you were like, oh my God, you know? But my life is not on social media. And just because their life is, I'm not saying that is wrong. What I'm saying is don't get caught up. What they're going through and what they're doing, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, just like the rest of these people. I talked about Summer Walker. All of us had a baby and all of this stuff. If you want to do that, that's fine. You have to think about it. Who the person is that you're laying down with and having kids with. It's so important for you guys to figure that out at an early age and realize that who he is when you met him, and if he already has children or she already has children, then what type of parent are they? You know, don't make excuses. It ain't got nothing to do with the mama. It ain't got nothing to do with the daddy, right? Don't worry about that part. What are you doing as a parent, right? And don't think that you can change that situation because you can't. That person has to change themselves. You can't change them. And there's nothing that you can do but say, I don't care how much money you have, right? People who have a lot of money get cheated on all the time, right? So it doesn't matter about how cute you are, how fine you are, how small of a waistline you have. All that don't even matter. Small waistline, big booties, and cute with money is all over the place, right? Also men, good looking, rich, sexy, big, whatever, that's everywhere, right? Is that can you get it, right? Are you choosing the right one for you? See, I'm choosing. My boo is the bomb. It's more than just about what's in your mind, what's in your heart, where are you going in life, what kind of person are you? You know, I tell him all the time if something happened to him, he's irreplaceable because it's not just about the money. It's about us as a family unit, as a couple, how he respects me, how he honors me, how he treats me as his queen. Yes, he has bad days, and he can be a little rough verbally, but guess what? So am I, right? So am I. My mama's name is Veronica, okay? So am I. But those things are irreplaceable. How he loves my family, you know, how my family is his family, our family unit. Relationships are more than just, oh, he cute, oh, she fine, oh, she look cute in that dress, oh, she know how to drop it like it's hot and shake her booty and all. Oh my God, come on, people. Y'all got to be a little bit more, come on now, and be about your business. Quit looking at everybody else online, worried about what they have, and what do you have? What are you doing? How are you handling your business? How many customers did you get today? How many business partners did you get today? How many people are you inviting to our 2x2 event on March 4th and 5th so they can see what's going on and what's getting ready to happen in Tava? No, you should be watching TV, worry about what they're doing, and you're not worried about your business and your legacy. Build your dreams, okay? I think I didn't preach enough. I didn't talk about it. I feel bad for Kanye, though. Y'all, please, I don't know who in his family, I don't know who he's going to listen to. God, we have to pray for him. We have to keep our brother in prayer because let me tell you why. Because your kids are watching him. And they think that that's okay behavior because he's rich. And the more he acts a fool, the more money he's making. And they think that that's okay behavior, and it's not. It's not, right? It is not okay. So we got to pray for our brother because he's all of our keeper. We have to be his keeper, right? And so we don't have to know him personally to pray for him. I talked about him today, right? But I'm expressing to you that what he's doing ain't right. So we have to come together and pray for our brother because our children are watching him. And we don't want our children to think that that is the correct behavior when you and your wife split up. That it could be done the right way. And he could have still had the opportunity to get her back if he does it the right way. He don't even know how to do it. Somebody need to teach him. He don't even know how to do it. I would have bought a house. He bought a house right around the corner from her. I would have bought a house, fixed that house up, did my little, part-time with the kids, did all the things right, and showed her that I am a changed person. Go to take my medication. Go do whatever needs to be done. Whatever he did to get himself where he is when they broke up could have been rectified. But now it's gone too far. It's too public. And he just keeps digging himself deeper and deeper and deeper, So we have to come together collectively and pray for our brother, right? Because he is our brother. And we got to pray for him, and we got to lift him up in prayer, not only because our children are watching him, it's because we don't want to see him fail. We don't want to see his children fail. We want him to be a part of his children's life, to be a positive role model for his children, so our children can see them and look to them and say, hey, we can have that and we can do that too. Because it doesn't happen a lot in our community. And so it's important for us to see more positive, not just Kanye, but there are way more positive people out there in the world. But of course, because they're not throwing their lives out there on social media and all that personal business, you don't know who they are. You ain't following them. You ain't trying to get to know, you want all of this dysfunction. And that's not how it should be. So anyway, that's my word for today. My spiel. I look like I've gone over, 12 minutes longer than I should. But I got a good workout in. I walked 49 minutes, which is good, right? Walking and talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Did y'all enjoy it? Mr. Lloyd is a king. Yeah, girl, but let me tell you something. He is far from perfect, okay? I don't want y'all to think for 1 minute. Marriage is a work in progress, but as long as you know that you guys are on the same common ground, as long as you know your place or know yourself as a woman. When I say your place, what I mean is what role do you play as a woman, right, in your family? And what role does he play as the man in your family, right? And when you love someone and you know their heart genuinely, you know that people have ups and downs. Like right now, it's conference time. And oh my God, sometimes I just want to throw them in a lake somewhere, right? But I know that it's stressful for him. I know him as a person, and I know that he wants everything to be perfect. And so therefore, I know that he's going through a lot mentally. A lot of people do, you don't get a chance to see the behind the scenes, but if you talk to people behind the scenes of these different people, right, that are successful, then you know they are psychotic, their attitudes or moods are up and down, and they want everything to be perfect, and they just, crazy, right? But that's the nature of the game, because when you want so much for everyone else, then that's what ends up happening, right? So what I have to do is just
take a breather because I know my husband. This is not my first rodeo, meaning first husband, but not my first time having these type of events. And I know the importance of making sure everything comes out great and making sure, the products and the services and the event and the venue and the people are elevated and inspired to go back and to make money, because if they don't make money, we don't make money. So I know how important those things are. And there are a lot of moving parts behind the scenes to make those things happen. And he is psychotic, don't get any sleep anyway. So on top of conference, he's really not getting any sleep. He wants to make sure everything is great for everybody. And it doesn't matter how we feel about you. The common goal is we love everyone. We want everybody to be successful. Whether you're in Tava or whatever business you're in, whether it be multi-level marketing, whether it be a traditional business, whether you work at the gas station, we don't care what it is, okay? We want you to be successful. And we're excited. We can't wait to see you. And we hope you have a blessed weekend, an awesome Friday. Be safe, right? Don't be on those phones texting and not paying attention to your surroundings when you get in and out of the car. Take the time to be kind to someone, say some kind words, or do something kind to or for someone this weekend. And I will see you guys Monday. Let's get ready to work out. Be inspired. Okay, I got to go because the guy's here to clean my trash can, right? You all have a great weekend. Love you. Bye. Mwah. Let me end this. End now. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. What are we going to listen to today? Let's listen to one of our traditional. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Let's listen. We haven't heard this one in a while.
Gotta top it like you out, give life. 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 Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Real boss. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Give one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, gotta top it like you out, give life. You gotta top it like you out, give life. You gotta top it like you out, give life. You gotta top it like you out, give life. The go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
Bye.